Okay, in this part, we will learn about actually data types. First, it's good to learn about data types. Why? So what are actually data types? We have different data types. Yeah, I mean, data types are a form of data that exist in different form. So we have actually string data. String data types are text form. Yeah, and we have actually numbers. Yeah, numbers can be int, float, or complex numbers. Yeah, and we have also a Boolean values. Do you remember the Boolean values? The true and the false values. I think it's yeah, as you can see, when I'm writing, it's going. Now, if I, okay, now let me write something. What's the other value data types that string, number, Booleans, and of course, lists, sets, tuple, and dictionary are also different data types. As you can see, this Visual Studio Code is going like this and that. So I have to actually wrap this text by changing the settings. You go to the settings and word wrap on again. Word wrap, it was off, and then just word on. And now, as you can see, it has been wrapped, and then I can see everything without scrolling left and right. Great. Now let's see the different data types. We can start string data type, string data type. You've been informed about string data type. So it's a kind of, what is it? It's a kind of a text that can be formed using, it can be rated using single, double, or triple quote. And it can be a single character or multiple pages of text. Yeah, I think that's my customized definition of a string. Okay, so let's say, for instance, for instance, letter is equal to for the letter Z or A, or this is like, a string. And then we can also check the length of the string. We have, did I tell you that this is a built-in function that exists, this print? And we can use actually another built-in function, len, to know the length of that. So this length also, it just exists. So now I'm expecting 1 because the length is actually 1. It's just one character. Or it could be like a word, not a word. It could be Python, or maybe world, or it could be, computer, any word. This is also a string. Now print word. I can print a word, and let's see. Or you can print also the length of the word. Length of the word. This length of it takes one parameter or a string. I mean argument. Now you can see 6 characters. 6 characters. Yeah, so that is the string, or it could be sentence. Sentence. Okay. Everyone here loves to learn Python programming. Yeah, as you can see. So this is it could be paragraph or it could be pages. Now print length if you are interested in the length. And then if you see, yeah, 47 characters, including the space, by the way, the white space. And print sentence itself, but if I use actually an existing method split, it will be split into words. Ah, really? Now even I can count. Okay, then sentence and then split. The splitted, after splitting, if I count length, actually I'm counting the number of words. This sentence do have actually 7 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so one of the application. For instance, I may ask you, hey guys, could you please read one of Shakespeare book and can you tell me the 10 most used words in one of Shakespeare novel? Is it easy to find it by reading manually? The 10 most or the 10 most favorite words of Shakespeare. It would be tough, but using Python, once if you write a script, it can just do this task in any text. Yeah, of course, writing that text may take an hour or half an hour or something, or maybe 15 minutes. But after that, you can use that script to solve the problem, not only for Shakespeare novel, but you can use it for other texts also. What are the 10 most common words in Finnish text, for instance? Even the most common character that comes in the text in the Finnish language or something. Okay, good. So that's actually a string. We don't go much in detail about string in here because we can to string in another time. Now let's move on to numbers. Okay. Numbers, I think now, why is it? It's maybe I think this new feature of, as you can see, yeah, it's a new feature, so it's just memorized everything. So I have never used this before. I just see it now. Okay, good. What's numbers? Numbers are integers. For instance, if I say is 4, and well, how do I check if this is an int or not? We have the type built-in function that allow us to know what type is actually. Let's see. And if I see, as you can see, it's int. It's saying that it's int. Yeah, I can say int, and if I just the value is 4 and the type's actually int. Maybe how about if I have gravity? Everybody knows. As now, maybe I think I am just writing too much there. Maybe b is equal to 4 point, maybe pi. Pi is equal to 3.14, right? Then, yeah, as you can see. Oh yeah, I think I activated some kind of AI. So it's actually, have you seen the pattern? It just predicted my pattern, what I wrote before, and now it's suggesting me what could be. Yeah, so now print, but we don't want to use the AI here because we have to write everything by ourselves. Type pi. As you can see, this one is a float. Now, complex number even. Complex number could be, you can write, for instance, 1 plus 2j. This is a complex number. Do you have to know? You don't have to, but it exists, a complex number. Now, let's make use of this suggestion of, okay, accept. And, oh yeah, whatever. Print C, and then type of C. And then we will see that, as you can see, the value was 1 plus 2j, and the type is complex numbers. So these are complex numbers. So, I mean, these are complex numbers, these are float, and these are numbers. Now, that's good. Booleans, you guys, you remember that Booleans are actually true and false value. or false value. It doesn't be true and false at the same time. So we get true or false value sometimes when we compare a certain value, then we get Boolean, true or false value. And they're very important to make decision. So we will talk about that in another section. So it's just good enough to have the Boolean, this value for now. And yeah, the other actually list is actually a list of something, a list of numbers or names or something. For instance, nums, list of nums, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. Or list of shopping items or names, yeah. Just my name, for instance, or another name and maybe another yeah, so and yeah, so John. So this is a list, but we will talk about list in more detail. Then we have another type, tuple. The difference is actually we can't modify tuple, and the syntax instead of this square bracket, it's parentheses actually. It's like this. Yeah, so once if we create this, we can't modify it. That means if it has 5 items, it will have 5 items from the beginning to the end. We can't remove or we can't add. So the difference between this and this one is actually, this one is modifiable, this is not modifiable. That's the big difference. And another one maybe is set. And the set, now the difference is, again, it's the closing bracket, this one's curly bracket. And in this case, it doesn't allow duplicates. And there is no order. Order doesn't matter. If 1 and 2, these are not ordered. They look like they are arranged according to some order, but order doesn't matter. But when it comes to this one, order matters. So what does that mean, order matters? 1 usually exists before 2, 2 before 3, something like that. Yeah, the other one is actually dictionary. So for instance, user or maybe Finnish English dictionary, okay? So what does that mean? It looks like this, and then usually key value. Wow, I think it's, yes. So anyway, I go for a word, for instance, and no word, maybe sana, and then word in English, right? Maybe then talo, and then we go for a house, right? And then maybe Kyria, and then maybe it would be book. So as you can see, a dictionary is a kind of a data structure that allow us to store key value, key value, key value. And I'm just introducing you or giving you a highlight, but we will come to this later another time. So these are actually the data types. I just want to give you an insight that there is the so-called different data types, but we will go in detail in each and every data types. Yeah, that is good enough for now for data types.